Hi guys, it's Jess with your All Signs General Read for the week of August 15th. For those of you who are interested, I did put up the September October 2022 future prediction read. So if you want to skip ahead to see what's coming up for September, October, do check the link in the description box below. I'll probably try to put it in the comment section as well. But check out that link so you can go and look at the September, October future read. For those of you who checked it out, thank you for your support, and let's get into your reading. For those of you who want to skip ahead to your sign, do check out the timestamps in the description box below. So now let's get into the reading. We're going to start with Aries. Aries, this looks like a week where money seems to be on your mind pretty heavy at this time. Money seems to be a major focus. I get some of you may be letting go of some issues with family, family drama, some things that you may have been anticipating, wanting, looking forward toward. You may be tabling that or putting it aside altogether. I do see some of you giving up on a situation this week, letting something go. You may be surprised that you're letting something go. Some of you, I don't know what this is about. This could be about anything. Letting someone go or a situation go. For some of you, you may even be dropping money down, having to give up a certain amount of money in order for you to move forward on something. Here's what it looks like to me this week. Um, Work looks pretty good. I feel like those of you who are employed, you're moving forward this week. You're feeling very confident. Some of you may be in the field quite a bit this week. I just see this being a very victorious and can do type of a week. I'm still trying to ease into this week, guys. Give me a minute. The coffee did not hit just yet, so um, I apologize for my words not seeming to come together just as effortlessly as it normally does. But anyway, for those of you who are employed, it looks to be a good week this week for employment. You seem strong, ready, in control, and moving forward. You might find that this week is a pretty victorious week for you, Aries, and who are employed. If you're looking for work, it looks like a decision is going to be made. Aries who are unemployed, you may have to keep looking. For some of you, there may be a position that's being hung in the balance. They're not completely making a decision yet. You still may have to wait a little while longer. For those of you who have your own business seems stable this week. It's going really well. It's pretty stable. You're pretty content with it. For some of you who have your own business, you may find that your business is pretty stable and things are going according to plan. The energies around you, Aries, this week, you could be indulging quite a bit, because I do see that this could be quite a heavy week of you being in your feelings. I kind of get that some of you could be in your feelings over someone who could be pretty problematic. For some of you, you may be in your feelings over losing some money, not being able to make money. I get overindulging. For some of you, if you have been stalking, watching, overindulging in some way, meaning towards someone, right? Looking at certain things, kind of going down the spiral further and further. I see you stopping that, but I do see you picking up another habit. So stopping one habit and picking up another habit this week is what it looks like. You could be overindulging, just doing a lot. Wanting to eat all the foods that's unhealthy for you, just overindulging, and it has a lot to do with, for some of you, your heart, your emotions. You're kind of in the thick of it this week. Some of you have very strong feelings for someone who you had to let go. Not an easy thing to do. This is a very strong connection or decision that you've had to come to or accept. It's something like that. You have to accept this loss. You've had to make the decision to let go of someone, and it's a bit of a sacrifice. Whatever this is, it's almost like, yes, you're getting through work. Yes, you're getting through business and the things you need to do. But outside of that, some of you may be a bit on the struggle bus just a little bit this week over love or a decision that has to be made, which is a tough one. Some of you may have to cough up some money, spend things that you didn't anticipate or don't want to. Let's look at love for you, Aries single ladies. Not ready to give all of you or even half of you. Some of you may feel like every time you give, you get a short end of the stick. People are not giving to you. So you may not be so open to give to people. At least that's how you're showing up. You do have the past who's reconciling things with you and taking their ball and going home. So the past may be accepting the fact that there's nothing to invest anymore here, and they're gonna start, at least if they haven't already, they will be starting to move on past you and them. This is for Aries single ladies in love. I do see this week being one that could be quite beneficial if you're planning to go out, spend some time with friends, family, whomever. Good time to do that. But I do feel that you Aries ladies have a great scope of having a good time, but that doesn't mean that you're off the market. You're still very much single and kind of, I'm not going to say comfortable there, but you know what you want and you know how to take a good time for just that, a good time. And that's what it looks like you're going to be doing, having a good time, and that's it. But a good time does not equal you getting off the market. It's that type of thing. What it looks like to me. Let's look at Aries single men in love. How are you guys showing up in love? Like you could do all things. You're getting yourself out there. You're making things happen. You men have definitely had your share of an issue with a woman that you probably at this point may think is completely crazy, and it wasn't equal. Um, the situation was unfair to some extent. You're very clear. Some of you are very clear that you're not waiting around for people anymore. You're not going to try. Some of you Aries single men may feel like, I'm not trying anymore. I'm just going to focus on work and doing the things that I know that brings me whatever energy and effort I put into it. I know what to expect out of it. I know what I'm going to get out of it. You may be past the point of patience, tolerance, or understanding with people who may come across to you as crazy, not stable, having problems as far as their personality, their attitude. So you men may be over women at this time, not completely, but just feel like the women that at least that you've come in contact with, some of you Aries single men, may not be the type of women that you want to explore further with. Okay. This could be anything. I'm not going to start bringing up stuff because I am thinking about things, but I'll just leave it there and say that you are feeling like you want to focus more on your work. You may have tried to work things out ad nauseum with a particular person that it just doesn't seem to be working with. You may start to accept the fact that there isn't any growth with this woman. But it's not the easiest thing because you really wanted this to work, is what it looks like to me. Couples, let's look at you couples and see what you guys have coming up. You either aren't getting enough attention from your person, Aries. You may feel at times your person has a great way at making you feel less than. I don't know what Aries that could possibly be, but Aries do have feelings deep down inside, just like everyone else. Your person at times may feel like you could be cold and callous. At times, it may seem like it's all about you. At times, they may feel like you are forcing their hand. They still want this with you. They do still care about you strongly. You have someone here who's very devoted to you, or know that you're very devoted to them, and that is what makes them stay. They are concerned because there's lack of give and take, even though the two of you have overcame some issues with outside people, drama, nitpicking, just the small problems that you can get over. It seems like the two of you have gotten over. But not all has been solved, but they're not going anywhere. That's for sure. Well, Aries, you may feel like either you or your person is better off single. Someone may be behaving that way. You almost feel like you want to give up on this relationship. Some of you may feel like you have a counterpart who has struggles with their confidence, struggles with their overall ability to manage money, to make money, to develop in life. This person may even have some health issues, hygienic issues. I mean, it could be anything here. Or it could be how you're being seen, but this is your cards of how you feel about your person. But some of you may feel like you can't carry them all by yourself. There's something about your person that you feel lacks the growth, or they have not grown out of. They still have some issues here. I do see a couple who's struggling with merging and connecting together, being one with one another. Seems to be a bit of a challenge. One of you is still acting single. Biggest challenge here could be money woes, I do see, and not feeling fulfilled in this relationship. Doesn't seem like neither one of you are feeling fulfilled in this relationship completely, but there's still a connection here, so you're both willing to give it another go. Third parties could have been problematic here, and I also feel like one of you may numb yourselves by eating, indulging in other ways to numb yourself of what's really going on in this connection between you and your person. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. I don't necessarily see anything changing. Okay, nothing dramatic happening this week. I don't feel like there's been improvement, but I also don't see that the two of you are going anywhere necessarily. You're both still there. I feel like you're probably at in your separate corners being quiet to one another. Neither person is kind of creating a problem, but you haven't made amends, and so you're quiet and not speaking, or you are speaking but no one's addressing the real issues. But I also do not see either of you leaving the connection either. That's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Taurus, so it seems like this week you're letting a situation go. For some of you, I do see that. It's kind of like Aries reading, where even if it costs you a little bit, or letting a situation go, kind of saying that you're not hanging in there any longer, it may cost you a little bit. That's what you may not see happening, is that something is going to cost you. You'll see what it's going to be within 3 months to 6 months time, whatever this is, but something may cost you now that you're deciding to disconnect from it. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. I'm just now realizing we're not about to do this again, because the last time my mic was a hot mess. I had to put my mic in. Sorry, guys. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so you may be feeling like you need to let a situation go, give up on something. It's going to cost you for some of you. Even if it costs you, you may feel like, F it, I don't care. I do see monies. So some of you may lose some money. Some of you guys are just, like I said, giving up on a situation, making a decision to let it go, making a decision to not move forward with something, give up on something, not give to something. That's showing very strongly in your energy here. Yeah, giving up. This is going to be a week going into next week where you find yourself out of balance. Okay. You will find yourself out of balance and not feeling as though you have it all together, but you can't depart from a situation on an emotional level. You're still stuck there. So there's something where you're still stuck. Either a decision has been made to no longer move forward in something, no longer give to something, but you're still there. You have not walked away from that situation emotionally, mentally, I feel. Even if it's going to cost you, and for some of you to walk away to get to your place of peace, it's going to take time and it will cost you, whether it be money, time, energy, and effort. There's something about that there, is what it looks like to me pretty heavily. At work, it seems like you're not playing any games at work. You may feel like you're really defensive and guarded against people at work. You're not really open to communicating. You're kind of guarding yourself. You will defend yourself or fight or stand up for yourself if you have to this week. I don't know why so much. It seems like there's some underlying drama at work. Some of you may know that there's something coming down the pike at work. I don't know, but I do see you feeling like you're ready to protect yourself and defend yourself no matter what. If you have a commission-based business, you will do good this week at work because you have the stamina that it'll take for you to beat out others, is what it looks like to me. So good work week for competitive work week. A little sticky, a little challenging if you don't have to compete, because it seems to be a little action packed at work for you Tauruses. If you are unemployed, looking for work, or just looking for an opportunity, this is saying that you could. They're getting down to deciding exactly who they want. Wherever you're headed, Taurus, for those of you who are looking for work, whether you transition and you're just looking for a job, it's divine. Some of you will have a great opportunity to go back someplace familiar that you've used to work, or someone you know being able to kind of hook you up. But I do see whatever this opportunity will be for you, it's divine, and it comes in at a divine time. So do keep that in mind. Wherever you're headed as far as career, employment, it is at a divine time. For those of you who have your own business, this is going to be a very work focused week where you're going after things. You're putting a lot of work, energy, and effort towards your business. You may see a lot of traffic, or a specific day or hour where there's a lot more traffic than other times, but it looks like it's pretty action packed, or it's pretty, I would say, busy, or you have a lot going on this week when it comes to your business. Single Taurus ladies in love, it looks like you're not opening yourself up to love. You may have a bit of a funky attitude this week. I have to tell you, you may have a bit of a funky attitude this week when it comes to love. However, I do get what seems to be you have someone new on offer. So some of you ladies could definitely be being entertained by a new person now, but you're still waiting for someone else here that's been dragging their feet, taking a really long time to come your way. This person, while you're waiting for this person, you may have someone that you're entertaining or can entertain, but you may not want that person. Some of you want what you want, and what you want may be the person that you can't have, ladies. For some of you is what it looks like to me. Okay, let's look. I want to look really quickly. You're not so sure about the one that you can have right now. You're not so sure about that person. Yeah, that situation may be a lost cause, the new person that's coming into your life, because there may not be much interest there. The person that you've been waiting on, you may decide to take your ball and go. This man may have taken his ball and left too. But I do see feeling like you've waited long enough, and you're no longer going to wait for a particular person. Ladies, Taurus single ladies, what it looks like to me this coming week. Taurus single men, how are you showing up in love? Like you've been heartbroken, like you've been disappointed, like you have gone through a battle, but you're still standing, okay? Even in all of that, you still look like a really great catch, okay? How does your past feel about you? For some of you, they're not giving you any attention. You're not giving them any attention. They may feel like all you wanted was attention. It just depends. But they do still think highly of you. It's coming up in your love life. Still emotionally remaining stuck and tied to someone that you may feel like you had to fight for, or you were fighting with. And she's not communicating with you. Will you go back eventually, if ever? This is such a slow moving night that he may change his mind on the way there. So you may reach out to this woman. You may not. Okay. Yeah, you may feel like this woman has issues. And there's a lot of bad blood here. I won't say bad lot, but there's a bit of bad blood. You both kind of don't see things the same way. Some of you men may feel like this woman is all about money, or she just doesn't have her shit together. She may not seem the most stable. Some of you men may reach out to this woman in hopes to see where things could go or make amends. I don't know if it's necessarily going to go anywhere. So you just seem very disappointed, men. You seem disappointed, as though, love is just not where it should be. Okay. You feel like there's a lack of reciprocity, equal balance, get equal give and take. They feel like the situation with you doesn't seem to work no matter what they do. You don't trust your person, Taurus, and they feel like they've made a lot of sacrifices in this relationship only for it to still be where it is today. Like you guys haven't gotten any better. Things haven't moved forward. Your challenge with them is that, as many times as the two of you may have come together, may have tried to work this out, it still turns to shit. Their challenge with you is that the situation is unfair. Your person, Taurus, feels like something is really unfair, like just completely unfair. And they may not have closure or real understanding how you feel about things. They want you to come. See, they want you to come. They want you to come toward them. And if this has been something long term, they want you to fight for it because it's worth fighting for. Or they want you to come and to help manifest this because they don't really want this to go. Cross watcher Taurus, part of Taurus's wants you guys to kind of get your karmic lesson. Okay, get your karmic lesson. Tauruses, you may feel like I want to be the first person to leave. I want to be the first person to go my own way and to come out on a better side of this. Like you don't want to have to deal with the burdens of this person. I see more disconnect, but neither person being able to walk away from each other. I do see a wanting to communicate, wanting to come in and communicate. And there may even be a communication that's going to come up between the two of you. Somebody needs to get out of their head. They want to get out of their head, but they're stuck in their head feeling like this situation isn't going to work. The problem is as much as this man will try and work things out or has a desire to do so, because he may have long term on his mind, this woman may not be interested, especially if this man acts as though he has long term on his mind or the connection is worth fighting for, working out, but his behavior may not show that he is committed and consistent, because there's a woman here who's mad. She's upset. She's angry. She's pissed. So there's that. That's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini.